Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Happy Valentine's Day. Now coming up on the program, Lagos State Government signs partnership with Kwara and Niger on food security. State government sensitizes market men and women on food systems initiative, and Lagos State Ferry Services celebrate love with passengers on the waterways. So let's get started with the Food Security Partnership Program signed by Lagos, Niger and Kwara states, an initiative towards bridging the food supply demand gaps under the Produce for Lagos initiative. Speaking at the event in Alausa Ikeja, the State Commissioner for Agriculture, Abisola Olusanya, says the initiative is to support local farmers, boost food production, particularly in livestock, fisheries and horticulture, in large commercial quantities that will meet the demands of Lagos and other states.
We have to grow more food. It is at the local government and state level.
That message from President Bola Tinubu in specific terms on more attention to agricultural production across the state has brought about this meeting in Lagos to give impetus to the President's executive order on food production. Lagos, Niger and Kwara states are taking a bold step towards improving food supply across the states. The three states are in agreement to cultivate about 500,000 hectares of farmland for the 2024 dry season farming and will be supported by the federal government.
There are so many connotations around how we can resolve a lot of our issues, but it comes back to we must know the numbers. The only way you can know the numbers is you must organize your market. And the only way you can have an organized market is to have the partnership with the states that produce, such that we are all working harmoniously together. You have rice, like I said, over 1 million tons. We are producing very minimal, but we have the largest mill, so we need partners. You're talking of tomatoes, where also we require almost 1 million tons of tomatoes, but in terms of what we produce is very low. You have maize, like I said, almost 1 million tons as well. We produce very minimal quantity. So we need Kwara, we need Niger, we need states in Nigeria across board. But I feel that with what we know that our president is gunning towards, which is to ensure food security, the three states, coming together, we will be charting the course in setting the tone that indeed we are serious about what Mr. President wants to do, and we are taking the lead in ensuring that this collaboration happens and the dream of a food secure Nigeria also happens.
Targeted value chains produced for cultivation under the 2023-2024 dry season are wheat, 123,000 hectares, rice, 150,000 hectares, maize, 30,000 hectares, and cassava, 20,000 hectares. Lagos State Government is well prepared for the task ahead, particularly with the upcoming food logistics hub, the already existing middle-level agro-food hub in Mushi, amongst others. It's a welcome idea for the Kwara State Government, who believe the initiative will empower the farmers to produce more.
This is beyond exchange of goods. It's bridging gaps. It's about building communities, empowering our farmers. And it's about also ensuring that there is food security. So we are happy to key into this, to be able to help feed Kwarans first, before we then feed Lagos and the entire nation.
For the Niger State Government, the move will go a long way towards transforming the agricultural strategy of the state.
We started with 600 hectares of land, 1 hectare per each youth, whether a lady or a man or youth. And government would give them inputs, including the seeds and the fertilizer. But then the thinking initially was who would offtake. So now we have an offtaker, because we are going to be a producing state, and Lagos State is going to be the consuming state. So what we need to now iron out is what products, because anything you throw in Niger State grows. So what product, are we going to bring, to Lagos State? So this relationship that we have just started, for me, is a very exciting one. It's also challenging, because we have to make it work. And like you said, it's not rocket science. In the next 6 months, Nigerians should begin to see the relationship between Kwara, Niger, and Lagos State. And I believe that once this thing is going smoothly, before you know it, other states will fall within.
Currently, Lagos boasts of 20% food production and targets 40% self-sufficiency in the next coming years. The government is hoping to unveil the Phase 1 of the Food Logistic Hub in Ekpe by December to reduce post-harvest losses.
We have a hub, and that is just one. We are building 3 more, so making 4, and then we still have several others. So in terms of assurance of when this kickoff would happen, it is going to happen at least, I'm looking at by 3rd quarter of this year, because even the logistics hub, Phase 1 of the logistics hub is supposed to be due for commissioning in December of 2024. So if you have Phase 1 ready, meaning you have several dealing areas ready to take food in bulk, then we are kicking off live. But like I said, we don't even want to wait till that time. We are having middle-level hubs like the one we launched in Mushin that are going to be built and be ready, and we need food even in those hubs right now. So the middle-level market is supposed to serve more or less like an off-taker hub from the logistics hub. And the idea around the middle-level hub is we should have middle-level hubs located in all local governments. So a middle-level hub is like a mini logistics hub or a mini logistics park. It means when foods come into the central logistics hub or the central logistics park, you now have different hubs also where the food items are sent to. So let's see also how Kwara's production capability is around even fulfilling the order for just one hub alone. Let's say from Niger alone, and see how we can fulfill order. That way, we're already setting a base for how production and demand and supply can be met, and then we extrapolate it into the larger logistics.
The partnership is kicking off with 3 states. 17 other states will be joining the drive to increase food production in Lagos and the country at large.
After signing the partnership with the 2 states, the Lagos state government is also sensitizing market men and women on hygiene, food storage, marketing and transportation, as well as how to operate within the Lagos food systems. The State Commissioner for Agriculture, Abisola Olusanya, who was at the sensitization program in Moshi, says the idea is to ensure that food production and marketing is well positioned across board to know the volume of food consumed and sold on a daily basis. Take a look.
Another set of market men and women converge on Idioro Food Hub, Mushin, Lagos, for the continuous sensitization program aimed at achieving hygiene, food safety, cleanliness and standard storage of goods for the benefit of Lagosians. This time, it's the turn of traders in Ikeja and Oshodi local government areas to benefit from the food systems initiative.
Our hope is that we will talk to you on how you will handle food, how you will transport food.
At this middle level of the agro-food hub in Mushi, all kinds of farm produce can be purchased. Some residents are already taking advantage of the weekly fresh food fair to purchase goods at a cheaper rate, but the people expect more from the government.
Government will do more to bring more food to this place. They should do more. It's okay here. We like the environment, and I don't think the security is well maintained. We like it.
I am wowed with what I saw. I'm very, very impressed, you know. And I think we need more trolleys. Yeah, we need to work on more trolleys because I had to wait for 5 minutes to get a trolley. So Lagos State should work on more trolleys.
Things here are actually pretty affordable, I must say, because I'm someone that goes to the regular markets very often. So things here are very affordable. Some prices were shocking. I didn't expect it. So if you are still at home and you've not come out to check out this place, you're snoozing. Please come and check this place out.
Maintenance culture is very poor in Nigeria. But if they can keep it up, I'm sure very soon enough of people will know about this place. Then they will keep patronizing people here.
Some market women are excited over the continuous sensitization program to help them rebrand themselves and their goods.
They are calling our attention to cleanliness in the market. They don't want any casualty in the market. They want us to be clean so that we can sell what people can buy.
Come and look here, see what they are doing here, and make their market very clean like this. And we want what Mr. Sanwo-Olu did here. We want him to do it for us all over our market.
The modernized food hub is a new marketing structure that will be replicated in different parts of the state.
We must sensitize and train our market men and women to understand that this is the new direction for a 21st century Lagos of our dreams. For them to understand that this is how it should be, they need to unlearn and relearn the art of trading, the art of selling, and merchandising, hygiene, and all of that. And it's also an avenue for government to have a one-on-one personalized interaction with the market women, and to also hear and address the needs of market women and traders and men, local government by local government, community by community. At the end of the day, the informal trade sector, they make up close to 60% of our population. So it is a wonderful avenue for the administration of Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu to start to have that inclusivity for everybody, particularly for them. That is why, as the hub is going on here with the food fair, at the back, we are talking to our market men and women on hygiene, food safety, handling, preservation, storage, transportation, and also any welfare package that the government has for them. It is discussed with them. Mr. Governor is going to be showing love to market traders, men and women in Lagos. He promised 50,000 naira per beneficiary to 15,000 beneficiaries, for the Lagos market trader money. He's going to be launching it, and it's part of his show of love to say, we hear you, we hear your cry, we hear your angst. We are all in this together, and we'll come out of this better and stronger. With regards to addressing food scarcity, trade is an integral part of it. What we are doing here is the last leg, it's the last chapter to the food story across board in any clime of the world. The market is the final destination for any food produced. And the market also has a way of incentivizing production. So when you get markets right, you will start to get production right. Because in a hub like this, at the end of the trading day, we will know the volume of transactions that have happened. We will know the value of transactions that have happened. We will know the number of people that have come here to shop today, and we know the volume of food that has been traded. Imagine you can do this in every market, in every local government. You can aggregate the numbers and you can tell what the real demand per product is for Lagos. As a state, you can start to talk to states that have the competitive and comparative advantage in that product, and you can start to have deals on food trade, such that a state that is very much strong in production can also now begin to push support to their farmers, particularly and specifically to products, knowing fully well that Lagos has the capacity to offtake fully. So it's a 360-degree loop. You can be the best in production. If you don't have the right market space, half of your products will go to waste, your farmers will not maximize their profits, and at the end of the day, there'll still be food insecurity. You can be the best market in Nigeria. If your market is not organized, you will still have a lot of waste and there'll be food insecurity. Agriculture and food systems is a relay. It is not a marathon. We must pass on the baton to one another. We are the last leg of that chain. So we want partnerships with all the states. We must work together. We cannot work in silos, and we cannot try to do it all by ourselves. So that partnership is key, and that is the only way to address food security. Here right now, we know the dealers capable of wholesale volumes, and it is about negotiating and talking to them, governments to business, and getting to the root of issues around food insecurity, subsidizing it properly in a way that it gets to everybody here, and slowly but surely, you'll begin to see that prices can be stemmed, and you also see availability of food better. You can see that everybody here has food in crates. When you keep producing crates, what it means is that there's less wastage. When there's less wastage, it means there's more food available. When there's more food available, it means that the market man and woman can sell at lower prices, and it means the consumer can have higher disposable income. It is not rocket science. It is about all of us working together and addressing this in a systemic and scientific manner, and we'll get out of this problem.
The Lagos State government says its doors are open to partnerships from other states to improve food production for citizens.
And finally on the program is the Lagos Waterways Love Edition, where the Managing Director of the Lagos State Ferry Services, Mr. Abdulbak Balogun, says waterways tourism must be enjoyed by all Lagosians. Mr. Balogun made this comment during a boat cruise at Falomo Ikoyi to celebrate Valentine's Day. He says safety and security of all waterways passengers is guaranteed while on board. And the strategic master plan of the Lagos State government is to connect all modes of transportation, which is already in place.
The Five Cowries Terminal, Falomo Ikoyi, is a beehive of activity, as some residents of Lagos left the streets and decided to celebrate Valentine on the waterways. The event put together by the Lagos State Ferry Services is to celebrate the 2024 Valentine's Day edition on the waterways, which is said to be the fastest and safest mode of transportation. Friends and family, including Nollywood actresses, comedians, amongst others, are all out here to enjoy the season of love.
Lagos State is doing a fantastic job bringing things like this to life, making people realize that you can actually come together and party and have fun on the boats in a nice way and in a unique and different ways. Abroad, UK precisely, no space is wasted. So Lagos State doing things like this, I think, is another way to generate more funds for us and a way for us to be able to look beyond the surface of just going through the roads and then flying and all that, so that we have other options for us to be able to move. And then that would decongest the road network, as in the traffic network in Lagos and all whatnot as well. So I'm a love child. So significantly, I see Valentine as a way to show love, not just to your loved one. It's a time to show love to the people, to people that needs it. Sometimes I always say it's a word of encouragement. It goes a long way. You find out that some people might not even have had anyone tell them, "I love you and I'm there for you" all their life. And that word can go a long way. As I always say, you don't have to have all the money to make an impact or impression in people's lives. Something as minute as just "I love you" can go a long way. Not regardless, no, I'm not talking about erotic relationship. I'm talking about just for you to show love to that next person that really would love, that has not felt loved in any way. So I feel that Valentine is a time for us to show love to one another. I feel it's a time for the government to be able to show love to people. Even in times that things are really hard right now, they should look for ways to get to the grassroots and get them to have food. Nigerians are not asking for too much. All we want is for us to feed well and live well.
Lagos State is the one of the states in Nigeria, if not the best states when it comes to water transportation. Lagos State has taken advantage of their waterways and they've developed it amazingly well. From Ikorodu, you can access CMS, you can come to Ikoyi, you can be in Lekki, you can be in Ajabadore, and the linkages, from CMS, you can go all the way to Benin Republic. These are the beautiful things that I've seen about Lagos. Go all the way to Badagry and all that. So Lagos State, in terms of waterways, above my heart. They're doing greatly, they're doing well. The only thing that is a little bit lacking, and I don't really think Lagos State is to blame for that, is because we don't really have enough presence of waterways police. You understand? And this has to come from the federal, because we don't have state policing yet. But Lagos State actually have some sort of security people manning the waters and all this stuff. And we've seen that when they had issues on the waterways, there's been rescue, which has been conducted by the Lagos State agency responsible for that. And that is one thing that makes Lagos State different in terms of waterway development. But it's not 100% yet. There's still quite a bit to be done. Proper monitoring, wearing of life jackets by every passenger. I know these are some of the policies that Lagos State has enacted, but then it has not been properly monitored. And I'm hoping that we get better of that and better boats because some boats are still plying our waters that are not safe enough. Although these boats are not in the main, they are not operating at the main jetties and all those stuff. So we're hoping for the best though.
I want to say congratulations to Ferry and Tourista, because Lagos has a lot of tourism potential. This is money we're sitting on in Lagos. Lagos is the commercial hub of the entire country. That means this is where every tourist is supposed to want to visit. So these that they are starting, I want to believe that there are a lot of potentials hidden inside of it. Ferry, I think I've only taken it once because I don't necessarily have to be on water, but I think it's cool. It's an alternative. I think what we just need is more. If we can have more boats that are going out, I think it will serve, people around the riverine areas even more effectively. For me, Valentine is just a commemoration of love. It just means that you can show love to anyone. It's a season that you can decide to gift, people, anyone. It doesn't have to necessarily be about husband and wife. Love is universal. You can love anybody.
It's a very relaxing moment for the people. The celebration continued till late in the night, and minding the fact they are on the waterways, the managing director of Ferry encouraged other residents to embrace waterway transportation.
System is is the best option when it comes to transportation. In fact, the safest mode of transportation all over the world. Going by my experiences by air, by water, by roads, even by rail, it still remains the safest option that we have. And God has blessed Lagos State with this water body. Actually, 1/3 of Lagos landmass is covered by water. So why can't we make use of it? The potential is so huge. There are a lot of things that we can do on the waterway. Today we're having a social event on the waterway. Tomorrow we can be cargo movement. Next tomorrow it can be people that are moving from one place to another. You can actually transfer the entire Lagos State, without getting on the road through the waterway. And that's what Lagos State is demonstrating to the entire world. If you look at it very well, the Teams Plus agenda of Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the first cardinal pillar of development is letter T, and that stands for traffic management and transportation. What we are doing today, it carries the letter T, the letters of transportation and traffic management. What we are doing today also carry the letter E, that is the 5th pillar of the cardinal development, and that is entertainment, sports and tourism. And also making Lagos State a 21st century economy. That's why we said this is Lagos. It's not everywhere that you go that you find this kind of natural, habits. And we thank God that He's giving us, and we thank God that He has given us leaders who made it possible. I must particularly thank Mr. Governor for creating the enabling environment for tourists, for revelers, for people that want to make use of the water and see the other things they can do. This is an indoor event in an outdoor. What do I mean? We're on a boat, we're on a barge. The boat is sailing along the 5 Creek as we're going now. At the same time, this is outside, Italawa. I need to say that blue economy, the optimization of blue economy and what blue economy can do for us as a country, as a people, actually resonates and get its imprint from the Lagos State. This is what Lagos State has meticulously and deliberately developed over the years. The blueprint is contained in what we call STMP, Strategic Transportation Master Plan, put in place since the year 2002 by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu when he was governor of the state. That's exactly what we're implementing today. So it's not by mistake that you have Lagos State Waterways Authority, which is the regulatory authority for the inland waterway of Lagos State. And we have Lagos State Ferry Services, carrying out the commercial function of the water transportation. And that's where I am entrusted with. Why are we having so many people on board today is because they have the confidence and they are sure of their safety. They trust us. So when it comes to security, we have the Navy and we have the Marine Police, partnering with us today. And also our regulator, LASWA, they're also here That's why all of you are wearing your life jacket. I'm going to put on my own life jacket too, and I'm going to be on board. There are a lot of safety parameters that have been put in place to assure us that it's going to sail well and everybody will be happy. And that's exactly what we are demonstrating to the entire world. Come and see Lagos. This can only happen in Lagos. We have other states doing peer review mechanism that used to come to Lagos to compare what we have here and see how they can translate it into action in their respective states. It's because we have been able to come up with a lot of brilliant idea and initiative, moving the people and moving the cargo, the businesses of Lagos State on the waterway, and also having a side of water tourism like we are doing today. It happened in Lagos State, out of all the 36 states, and Abuja.
Water tourism initiative is one that should be considered by those who have not used it. The Lagos State government is also using the opportunity to appeal to Lagosians to decongest the roads and make use of the waterways because it connects the mainland and the island.
And so that's the program for this week's edition. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Remember, obey all traffic laws and please stay safe. Till next time, it's bye for now.